If you're not tracking your goals, how will you know whether or not you're getting closer to them? I'm filming in the morning, so good freaking morning, you guys. I'm talking about habits because there is so much importance with like tracking them, and I'll just kind of go through like why I do it, how I do it, and you know, stuff like that. I started tracking my habits, I think around my sophomore year of college. And that was when I started using my like bullet journal. So I started small and I still work pretty small, I guess. I only track like 6 bigger habits and kind of just focus on those. And, like I still struggle with my habits. Like if I and when I show you guys my June spread, I struggled with like reading and journaling and sleeping more than 6 hours just because I am a night owl and want to wake up in the morning. But besides that, I do have a system to track my things. This also goes for workouts. Like I have a little mini journal that I track my workouts in, and it's definitely helped. Like I'm already through my second one and I like to reflect on my old one sometimes, like when I pull it out and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this was heavy for me a year ago and now this is part of my reps. Like it's a good little reminder of like where you were and where you are now. So that, and also just kind of like, adding more weight. Like if I've been doing the same weight for the past 4 weeks, I'm like, okay, maybe I should go up a notch and like go less reps, or like things like that. Like I love handwriting and like writing things down, but there's also so many other ways to do it, which we'll get into it. But why I started was just because I needed to keep myself accountable, and I like coloring things in. Like it is as simple as that. Like I love checking a box. I love filling in little boxes. Like these are little things that give me a dopamine rush and kind of keep me in check of like where I'm going. And I think it's been very helpful, but there's different systems for everybody. And if you're an online person, there are tools. But for me, it was always like, how am I using my journals? How am I using my pens? Like, how am I gonna be tracking what I need to track in a successful manner? It also isn't meant to be overwhelming. Like, I think I've read like Atomic Habits, and it was talking about like habit stacking, and atomic meaning like small habits that add up to be like a big thing. Like I think a lot of people look at habit tracking, or even just like habits in general or tracking in general, really overwhelming because people on the internet are supposedly masters of tracking habits and have this whole entire like sheet of things that they track, and like it's really not that deep. Like I definitely tried that and it just doesn't work out for me because I'm like, there's too many things to focus on. And if I'm trying to do this every single day or like twice a week, 3 times a week, like I lift average 4 times a week unless I'm traveling, then I try to like get a better cardio session in, or like things like that. Like I definitely have it there, but it's not like it's a strict thing. Like I just do it because it's just part of my routine at this point. But like the point of doing all that is to just keep you in check. Like it's not supposed to be overwhelming. It's not supposed to be this like giant beautiful project that you're working on. Like it can be, but I think to underwhelm yourself, like it shouldn't be that hard. Like it shouldn't be as frustrating or like forceful to you. Like it should come naturally, which then brings me to my other part of like, how do I do it? So I use a habit tracker. This is my June one. I need to work on my July, but if you can see, it's not really fully filled in. Like I'm not a perfect human. I did terribly when it came to reading. Like I'm reading a good book, but I'm just like so not in it right now. Like there's just so much stuff. It's summer. Like you have to pick a really, really great atmosphere for me to succeed in for reading. And like journaling, like I don't know. I've been kind of on the off, but I've also been like journaling hella. Like I don't know. Like I do love writing, but I also am writing my blog and writing all this other stuff. So it's like, when do I have time? But I've kept it very simple. I only track my lifts, my cardio, my meditation, reading, journaling, and than 6 hours of sleep, which probably seems like not that big of things. Like lifting, it'll get done, but I just like coloring the boxes, quite honestly. But like that, and I'm trying a new like lifting kind of routine, I guess. And it has been changing. Like I've been traveling, I've been out and about, but it's nice to track it. But yeah, that's like a good example of like there's only 6 things that I kind of keep track of, and it's not like a forceful thing. It's just like, well, how often am I doing this? Like my reading is really great over the fall and the winter. Like I don't know why, but like I think it's just because those are like my down seasons. Like I feel like I'm a little bit slower in the fall and the winter, so like I have more time. But like it's kind of cool to keep track and like even maybe adjusting and being like, well, if reading's not my strong suit, but I need to work on at least something, it could be like hobby tracking. Like, am I doing something fun every day? Like, or, outdoors. Like, did I get at least 30 minutes outside? Which actually, that might be a good one to track next month. But I think it's fluid. Like, I've changed the 7 hour sleep thing from like less than 4 hours of screen time. Like, and that seems like a lot, but like I'm also making content, so like I kind of gave up on that one. I was just like, you know what, it's fine. But yeah, like I don't know, like that's how I do it. I've also used Notion, which I love. I use that for like my monthly, like what do I need to get done before the month starts, or like the first week the month starts. Like I do my kitchen calendar, my journal. Like I do reset everything and then write out my month so that I can have like an actual calendar to write on. I do a tarot card reading, which comes off crazy as a, like I'm religious, but I do like doing my monthly tarot card readings. And like cleaning things, I do have like a cleaning tracker on Notion. Like I really love Notion, so like if you're looking for like a website based one, you can do that and make it really cool. Like I didn't really customize anything, but you can. Like there's ways, and there's a lot of templates. There's that one like Fetch. It's like where you like feed an animal or something like that. Like it's on your phone. It's like kind of like a widget, I guess. And I've seen people use those. Those are pretty cool. Like there's so many ways to do it. It doesn't have to be on paper. Like I'm just extra and I love doing my bullet journal. So like that's going to be different for me. But if you're not somebody who uses paper, then like by all means, don't feel forced to use paper. I'm going to get my water real fast. So now let's go through things that are like worth tracking, because I think there are people who like track, like the most tedious little things, and it's like, is it worth your time? Like I don't know. Like I definitely like to track the things that I want the future version of me to be like to be good at. Like I don't think I really need to track my lifts anymore. Like now that I think of it, I'm like, well, the real tracker will be my like lifting notebook. Like I actually keep track of my workouts. So like I don't think I'll be tracking that any longer. I think when I first started lifting, and like not really first, but like post grad lifting, like I was like, I probably should track how often, because one, I was doing 75 hard. So like I needed to track that. But then also like I wanted to keep myself accountable. Like there was a tool that was there for me. And, like I'm not gonna probably track, I don't know, like let me think about something that I don't track. Don't track like my I don't really know if I can come up with something that like I don't track, but I think where I'm getting at is like I wouldn't track things that you like either naturally already do, or like that are good for you, or things that like aren't serving you. Like I think when I was really into my self-development stuff, like I was like, get into your self-development journal every single day. And it's like, girl, you're going to overwhelm yourself. Like you are going to overwhelm yourself, and like coming from somebody who's been overwhelmed by the same thing, like don't do that. Like I don't think that's worth any time. Like that's a great example. Like don't try to like fit something in just because you think it's going to make a difference. I think when you like overload yourself with information, it's never going to be a great outcome, because then you're just working on 50 million things and you look a mess. Like I genuinely think that like if you're going to work on self-development, work on little habits that are self-development. Like I should probably track how often I'm taking my vitamins. Like, I'm pretty good at taking my vitamins, but some days I forget, and then I'm like, I'll do it later, and then I don't do it later, and I just wait till tomorrow. And I'm like, maybe that is a good thing to track. But like, like I drink hot water every morning. That could be a very good thing to track, like whether or not I'm actually doing it because it's been great for my digestion. So I'd say like start small. Like definitely like I like six things. Like six is the most I'll probably track. And there's always like one or two that I'm not going to be like fantastic at, but it's only to track just to see like the seasonality, the like why didn't I do it? And then I can reference my journal. Like I track the percentage of like things that like I don't know, I give my days like a rating and then I also put it in my mood tracker and I'm like, okay, why? And so it's always been a reference battle of like, okay, why did I feel that way again? And I'm like, oh, so I'll crack my page open to the 16th of June and I'll be like, okay, that makes so much more sense as to why I was like having the best day ever. Like it's kind of I don't know, like, I track a lot of things, I guess, and I don't really realize it, but I don't mean to, I guess. I just mean to track like this. I mean to track like what am I working on that day? What are my priorities? And then like, like there's so many little things all over my apartment. I feel like the lighting is really, really bad right now. So I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to be cloudy right now. Okay, we turned on some light. But like you should deem whatever it is trackable to be tracked. Like that's a personal opinion to you. So like what you're doing isn't going to be like you don't it's not copy and paste. Like I'm not going to tell you to track everything that I'm tracking on my journal. That's something for you to decide for yourself and what is important to you. What are the four things that you want to work on as a person and what's going to develop you to become the best version of yourself. That's kind of the whole gist of the video is like just how are you keeping track of yourself? How are you holding yourself accountable and why habit tracking has been such a beneficial thing in my life to keep myself accountable, but then also it's kind of a fun thing. Like I love seeing myself like, you know, check this off. Oh great, like I got this done. Like there's so many little mini successes and wins that you get from that and it's just a dopamine hit that you kind of get instantly that isn't like from being on your phone. Like it is something that you succeeded in and you're like, heck yeah, like let's keep the day rolling. Like what other habit can I knock out of the park today? So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. It's kind of more of a conversation, I guess, but yeah, maybe I'll do a video on like what I actually do on the month and how I set my agenda for success for the next month. But who knows? Maybe that's down the line. But yeah, thank you for watching. Peace and love.